Ahoy, sluts! Week 8 is finished, for those that were not aware. It is in the trenches. It hurts slightly. I mean, it's kind of bittersweet. Those that weren't aware, Week 8, that signifies that we only have Week 9, 10, 11, and 12 left. That's 4 weeks until the playoffs. It's kind of depressing. It would be like watching your firstborn grow up before your very eyes, because, I know what that feels like, obviously. That's what I would imagine it's like, don't want it to end, it's going so quickly. Yeah, it's kind of depressing. But, Week 8 was a wonderful week in itself. It was filled with several other, miniature plots throughout the grand scheme of things. It's like a well-written piece of poetry. So we'll go all, I don't know what you would call it. Not even going to worry about it. Let's get into it. Week 8, I played Chop. Sweet. I won. Surprisingly, believe it or not. I was fully prepared to assume the position and prepare for insertion. And by that, I don't mean I was going to be giving, for, a lack of a better term. Close your ears, Chop. You don't need to hear that. Sad day for Chop, though. I managed to get 116. I was kind of surprised. Chop got him 82. Rough week. He was the low man in the league, which 82 for a low is not a bad week as a whole. Maybe the lessers or the ones that had suffered through injury the mostly. They're starting to kind of get it up there, kind of make it a little bit more competitive towards the end of the season. Hopefully. Matt Stafford got me 28. Nice game from him. The hero of the week for my team, my defense. Yeah, they got me 25. That's what's up, Bengals. It's about time. You haven't done crap until now. Aaron Rodgers got chopped 26, though. Great week for him. Just didn't work out, though. I got the W. Seth Ashton. My favorite game of the week. Seth lost to Ashton 90-93. Made me so happy. Not just because Seth lost, but just because of how it happened. We'll go into detail a little bit later. But Cam Newton had a good week, got Seth 31. Drew Brees was like, I got this, young blood. I'm going to get 43. Great week for Ashton with Drew Brees, so congrats there. Matt beat the piss out of Cliff. 143-98. Yeah, it was that ugly. Despite Cliff having a surprisingly good week for his squad, Calvin Johnson, though, got 36. Good week for him. Colin Kaepernick got 29 for Cliffy. Not a bad week for Kaepernick. I'm kind of glad Calvin Johnson got 36 points, because that helped out Matthew Stafford on his 28. So thank you, Calvin. Appreciate it. Joe played Estes. Come down to the Monday night game. Joe pointed out a very interesting fact. Joe is always involved in the Monday night game. It's never close with, most games. But Joe always seems to make it on the Monday night game to where it's a lot hanging in the balance. I hadn't noticed that, but he just pointed out. It's a good point. Joe won by 1. Russell Wilson just couldn't get over the hump for Estes. It was close. Very close. But no Sean Moreno, and his 18 led Joe to victory. Josh Gordon's 19, just not enough for Estes. It's a close one. Nail biter. I myself, next week, I get Joe. The look of his lineup, you're not going to have to worry about the Monday night, but I'm just going to warn you, I do have Matt Forte, who is playing in the Monday night game, so maybe one of us will beat the piss out of the other, so we don't have to worry about Monday. Get it out of the way soon. Next game, Matt and Ashton. Interesting game. For those that haven't noticed, Matt and Ashton have a combined 13 players on bye week. Matt has 7, Ashton has 6. That's a lot for those that were not aware. Be interesting to see if they can field a legal team. And if they can, really, which one's worth a crap? Cliff, you play Chop. Chop trying to right the ship back again this week. Seth, you play Estes. Should be an interesting week, I hope. Now, have a little special special, whatever you want to call it, little soliloquy, ready for a certain member of the league right now. Last week I gave out the Vulture of the Week award to Roy Halou Jr. This week I have a slightly different award that I would like to give out. This one goes to a very bold move that was made this week. For those that did not know, our own Seth the Lions benched Jimmy Graham. Yes, Jimmy Graham was hurt, wasn't expected to play much. I mean, we'll just, get that there. So, gotta think that, he would probably still want to play him. I mean, considering the tight end that he picked up, although Seth was very proud of him, I can tell. Haven't ever spoke to him about this, but I just have that feeling that Seth, slightly had a man crush on him. But I did not play him. And on his bench, he picks up 15, that being Jimmy Graham. True, he did not play much. He only played 10 snaps. Caught 3 passes, 2 of which were touchdowns. So, long story short, Seth, had you played Jimmy Graham, you would have won. And I just think it's finally about time that some unfortunate event, luck-wise, happened to Seth. The rest of us have had our fair share of just really crappy luck. So I have designed an award this week for Seth that I would like to present at this point. So Seth, congratulations. You are now the proud recipient of this week's award. You are the proud owner of the Trojan Inn's Boner of the Week award for benching Jimmy Graham. So I'll give Seth a big hand. Tina, it was her idea. Thought it was a great idea. So, Seth, congratulations. Even though there's no physical award, take it, accept it with pride. So anyway, that is it. That's all I got. So, one thing that might be added, we did this last year. Trade-wise, today was the NFL trade deadline. We kind of have our own league deadline. At the start of Week 12, as in the Thursday night game of Week 12, trades are cut. Absolutely cut off. So if you got any trades, definitely get them done before then. After that, when the playoffs start, I'd say trades are cut off. They're never officially ended. Basically what we did last year was whoever is in the winner's bracket of the playoffs cannot trade with those in the loser's bracket. So basically the top 4 can trade amongst the top 4. Okay, good. Everybody following that. And then the bottom 2 can trade amongst themselves if they want. But for the slightly lesser bottom 2, basically when the season's over, their season's going to be done. And then the top 4, you can trade amongst your own little group. And of course, when your team is eliminated, or, that kind of thing, your roster goes on lockdown freeze mode. So, if you want to trade, get it done before Week 12. So, trying to bolster your playoff run lineup, now is the time. So, to all of you, I wish you a wonderful Week 9. Best of luck to all. Best of luck, yes. And go team. Peace.